Friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make artwork. So if you like this video, please subscribe. Please, I can see that so many of you are watching the video but not subscribing. Kindly subscribe and support this channel. Thank you so much. So let's start the video here. This step I'm not going to show you actually. I'm just going to explain it to you because everybody knows how to do it. So here I have a balloon. You can blow it into any size that you want to, and you can just place it on something so that it can stand like this. And now I'm going to use bits of newspaper, and I will be mixing 1 teaspoon of Fevicol with 2 to 3 teaspoons of water, plain water. Mix it well, and then take these newspaper bits and dip it in this, and then you have to place it on this so that you can cover it all around and allow this to dry. So you have to allow it like overnight, it is better, so that the paper what you have stuck on this will dry very nicely. But the tip is that you have to do 2 to 3 coats of the same paper. Like if you have finished one full sticking of the paper, one full round, again on top of that one more layer, and again on top of that one more layer. Like that 3 layers you will have to make. Otherwise, when you break the balloon, and the paper that you have stuck will shrink and it will lose the shape. We are keeping this balloon to make the shape. So here I have done it already. You can see I have done this already last night, so it's all dry now. You can see it's all dry. You can see how I have stuck the paper, and the outer layer, if it is not right, you can just trim it off with the scissors. So we are going to break this balloon now. So you can see this is how we have got. Outside it might not be very smooth in surface, but the inner part is very nice and smooth. You can either use the inside part or you can use the outside part, whichever is convenient for you. So here what I am going to do is I am going to use first I'm going to keep it like this. I have trimmed off the edges, you can see, like this. So make it that way, and in the bottom you can just place it upside down, and you can just press it slowly without losing the shape, just so that you can make it sit like this. You can see what I have done. I've just pressed this part inside and I have made it sit like this. So I'm going to use some white cement, and I am also going to use some wall putty. Both together we will use, and we will make this artwork. Here I have this dough. This is not clay, this is wall putty and a little water. You have to add little bit of water in this wall putty, and you get it as powder, and you can just mix it and make it a dough. You don't want to add more water, so just sprinkle a little bit of water until it forms this consistency, and this will dry off in 2 hours. So try to make less quantity so that you will not waste it. So you can see this is what I have used. This is what I have used. It is white cement based putty. So this is wall putty. You can't use white cement. This is putty. So here you can see I have this silver wire It's aluminum wire. You can buy this from any of the hardware stores. I made it double, and then I have made it in this shape. So it depends on what size you make. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to make a hole over here, and I'm going to put this inside a little bit and lock it from inside. So you can see that I have made a small hole here, and I have put this inside. You can see the wire coming out from inside. Here I'm going to pull this a little bit so that it is easy for me to bend it. So here I'm going to, there are two strings as I told you, so I'm going to bend it sideways. Like this. You can see how I have bent it sideways like this. Now I'm going to pull it out so that it will not come out. You can see what I have done, like this. Here I'm going to just put a little bit a small tape so that it can stay there. So here I'm going to use a tape. You can even use a paper tape if you want to. Just put it there and stick it like this. Now this is going to stay there. Now straight to this is the portion. So I'm just going to give it a bend here, just like this, a little bit. Just bend it like that. So it's going to take the shape. Now what we will do is, we will wind some cloth on this neck. So here you can see I have some, any cotton cloth is better, waste cotton cloth. So I have cut the pieces into strips like this. Now it's better to wet it a little bit. It shouldn't be fully dry. So I'm just holding it together and spraying some water. It shouldn't be very too much wetness also is not okay. This much I think will do. Just do that, and then we will start rolling the neck. For that I start from here down. Just start rolling. This part should be more thick, so just keep rolling it there. So you can see first I made it a little thick here, and I'm going to just wind it off like this. You can see like this. Again after this, after coming till here, again we will start from down and again we will come up. So here you can see I have come till the tip here. Now again I'm going back the same way until the cloth finishes, and from wherever it finishes again we will use another strip and we will continue to make the same. So here you can see I came back till here. Here it is finishing. I'm adding a little bit of fevicol and I'm sealing it here, and again from here I'm going to use another piece of cloth to do the same. But when we come here it has to be more thicker, so it will take the shape like from big to small, and then later I will show you because the head has to be more bigger than the neck. So here you can see I have made it this thick. Now again I am going to use more cloth, but here I will show you what I am going to do is, for the head I'm going to add a little bit of glue here so that I can stick this cloth from here. I'm going to just make it bigger. So you can see the shape of it. I've given thickness here and also here. More we will do again from down till the top. So now you can see this is the shape that I have made with the cloth. Now this is like this. Straight here we made a small bend like this. Here we will make another string and we'll bend it like this, and we will also bend it the same way we did that time, like both sides. Here I'm going to make a small hole and I'm going to pierce it in like this. So here you can see like this. I have taken it from inside like this. Now I'm going to bend it. Just going to put the whole thing on like this, and then bend it. Like this. You can see. Now I'm going to pull it out like this. And I'm going to put a tape here so that this stands a little towards upside. So here there is a bend inside, as I told you. So I'm going to take this piece of cloth and I'm going to fix it from inside like this and pull it out. And now I'm going to push this a little up so that it doesn't go down, the tail part, and now I'm going to wind it up like this. Just wind it up nice and tight like this. Can you see? Like this. So you can see I have made it this way. Now we will use this dough that we prepared earlier. I told you it is prepared with wall putty. We will use this and little by little mix it well. You can use a gloves if you want to. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of water here like this, and I'm going to keep it here and press it and mold it completely, just like how you do with your clay, air dry clay. So here you can see how I have just add a little bit of spray a little bit of water, and if you can run your fingers on it, it will give you a smooth finishing. The same thing we will do with this, and then we will cover up the sides. Now I'm spraying a little water like this, and I'm just going to blend it on the paper like this. You can see how it becomes. Now you can see that this is fully complete. Now we will allow this to dry. It will dry off in 2 hours. After that we will do the next step. So now I have just tied a string from the neck till here just to give it support until it dries. Now as this is drying, I told you to take 2 hours for it to dry. So now I have here some white cement and water. I'm going to mix it together and we will pour it inside this so that that also sets well. It should be a little liquidy, semi-liquid kind of consistency, not very thick paste, without lumps. Just mix it. Only white cement and water. So here you can see it is nice and liquidy like this, like that. So I'm going to pour this mixture into this. Now I'm going to lift it and just make it this way so that it becomes till here, till the top, and then we will allow it to set along with this putty. So now you can see whatever we did is dry now. It is completely dry. The beak we will finish it in the end. Now what we will do is we are going to apply this part and this part. It is still newspaper, you can see it. So we are going to mix white cement, not wall putty, white cement with some water into a thick paste, and we will apply. So here you can see how thick the paste is, like this. Using a spatula or anything, I am going to neatly cover it completely like this. So here you can see I have completely roughly applied the white cement. Now we can use a brush. So here I am using a flat brush. I am dipping it in a little bit of water. I added water into the same container. Just dip it in the water and I am going to start giving strokes like that, so that the cement what you have applied will have a smooth finishing like this. Blend it well like this. You can see what I am doing. Just take strokes like this. So here you can see I have given this a smooth finishing. Now this also we will allow it to dry like for half an hour or for like 1 hour, and then we will do the next step. Now while that is drying, here I have a turkey towel, a piece. I'm going to fold it into two. If you want, you can use a pencil or a marker or something, and you can just draw the shape. I'll show you in the paper. So here I have a paper. I'm going to show you how I'm going to cut it. Just a basic shape of the wings. If you want, you can draw and then cut it like this. Like this basic shape. So we need 2 pieces of this. So I just showed you how to do it in the paper. If you want, you can use a cardboard or a paper, and you can draw it and cut it and then place it on this towel and then draw, and then you cut 2 pieces of this. So here you can see I have cut the towel. Now I make it into 2 pieces. So here we have 2 wings, as you can see, like this. Now what we are going to do is we are going to place this duck here. Now I am going to use a balloon just to keep inside this. Just push it inside slowly, just like that. See that it doesn't come out. So you can see how I have just kept it inside. Now what we will do is we are going to dip this cloth in a white cement mixture, and then we are going to just keep it and fix it like this, a little on top of the balloon. So here you can see I have mixed it like a very liquidy consistency. Now I'm going to dip this wings inside this one by one, both sides. And take off the excess. It's a little messy work, but the outcome will be really good. Now it's a bit dripping, there's no problem. See here you can see this is the front, so I'm going to keep this like this, like that, and just keep it according to the cut that we made and place it there just like that, and roughly just run your fingers on it like this. So you can see what I have done. You can see what I have done like this. The wings I have made. We will do both the sides. So now you can see I have done this both the sides. So I have stuck the wings. Now I am dipping the brush in the same water, the cement mixed water. Just I have added a little normal water here, just wetting it here, and then trying to make strokes on the wings so that I can give it a smooth finish, how much ever possible, and we will allow it to dry. Now this is the second thing that we are going to do. Just don't disturb it at all, let it dry, and then we will go to the next step. So now I let it overnight actually, so it's fully dry. You can see how beautifully it is dried. Now we will break this balloon. So now you can see that the wings have formed like this, nice and hard, but the inner part it looks a little separated here. So I'm going to add a little bit of white cement and cover up this and this side, both sides. Now this is ready, so we will start decorating this. Before that we will make the beak. So here I have some clay with me. I'm going to use a little bit of clay to make the beak. Just roll it and shape it into and making it like this. Now we are going to apply a little glue here first. So here I am just applying a little bit of Fevicol like this, and then now I am going to just push it a little bit, and then I'm going to fix it. Press well both sides. So you can see I have just pressed it like this. Now I can use a little water to smoothen it. I'm just dipping my fingers in water, little bit only, and I'm just pushing it like that. You can use putty also, and you can do this. You can see how I made it like this. Now with a toothpick I will make a line like this on both sides, and now we will I will add one more coat of cement to the wings, and I'm going to let it dry. Now you can see I have rolled this is clay. I have rolled it like this. Now I'm going to add some glue in the edges of the wings like this, and I'm going to give the lining. I'm going to give the lining like this. Just press it a little bit like this. I'm going to complete. So now you can see it's fully set. Now it is time for us to paint this one. So I'm going to use acrylic paint, white color. I'm going to paint it completely in white. I'm using acrylic colors, starting from the wings. You can see this painted all in white. So now I have painted it completely with acrylic color. Now I'm going to do a little bit of cone work. So I have a cone ready here. So you can see this part after the wings is like this, plain. So we are just going to make feathers. For that I am using cone, drawing a line. Now I'm going to just make lines. Can you see what I have done? Like this. Doesn't have to be perfect, just like the feathers, just have to like this. Then again from down 1, 2, 3 and 4 we will complete it near the tail. Again like this. Like this. Like this we will complete it. So like this we will complete it. Now I am making lines for the wings. With the cone. So now you can see how I have made the lines with the cone for the wings. The rest of the part we have just allowed it to be plain. Now this step is done. Now the last step I will show you after this dries. So here you can see these kind of square chunkies I have. This I am going to use. You can use any kind of chunkies or even stones if you like to. So now you can see from here I am going to apply glue. Little by little. Fevicol is best. I'm going to apply it like that with the brush. And now I'm going to, you can see I have used the sequins there. Like this. Like this. First I'm going to put 3 of them in between all the lines, and then take it towards the lines that we made, like this. Now I'm going to put the glue straight till here. Like this. And I'm going to fix like this. So like this we are going to make it in this line and this line. Now 4 lines I have stuck the sequences. Now here in the front of the wings, here and there we'll stick a few more, not in a line, like this, here and there. Like this. You can see I have completed, and I have put a few on the tail as well. You can see how I have completed it. Looks nice and beautiful. Now we are going to paint the beak. For that I am using red color. Just using the color directly, not with water. So just painting the beak with red color. So now you see I have completed the beak. Now we'll draw the eyes. I have placed one stone here, both sides, you can see. You can see I have placed a stone. I'm going to use black with a thin brush, and I'm going to do the outlining along with the eyes till the beak. So for that I'm going to use like this. So here I have painted it. Now I'm going to use white color to dot on the eye. That. And on the side like this. Now it's done. So I hope you like this video. If you like this video, kindly like, share, and please don't forget to subscribe. So many of you are actually watching the videos, but so many of you are not subscribing. Kindly subscribe and support. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video.